with Dr. Shivangi. Today's topic is mistake as to identity of person contracted with. As in the previous videos, we already started the playlist for the subject business environment, business legislation, and also discuss various topics related to it like Contract Act and its various provisions like free consent, agreement, and so on. So in today's video, we'll discuss about the mistake as to the person identity of person contracted with. You can also watch other videos. Links are provided in the description box. So before I started the video, I want to say you that if you like my video, please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Now coming to the main topic, which is mistake as to the identity of the person contracted with. It is the fundamental rule of law that if one intend to contract with Hari, Ram cannot contract it with me. So when the one person contracted to want to contact with second person, then the third person cannot contact with first person. If I make an offer to Hari, can Ram accept it? Obviously not. If he accept it, then there will be no contract. So if there is a contract will be occur in the A and B person, then C cannot interfere in this contract. For example, a woman fraudulently represent to a firm of jewelers that she was the wife of certain baron Jamidar. She obtained two pearl necklaces under the pretext of getting approval from her husband to buy them. The woman later on placed the jewelry with a pawnbroker. The court held that there was no contract between the jeweler and the woman, as the jeweler wanted to deal with the wife of the baron, which she was not. Hence, the pledgee had to return the jewelry. It is a case study of Lake versus Simons, 1927, AC 487, page number. So here in this case, there is a contract done will be occurred in the A and B person, but C interfere or B want to contract it with C. So it is not a legal contract, and the contract is terminated by law. The pledge cannot be avoided if there is only fraud or not mistake as to the person contracted with. The second example is that a cheat called Blancaran was carrying on business in the name of Blancaran and Company, 37 Wood Street. In the same street, another person, reputed firm Blancaran and Sons, was carrying on their business. Blancaran intimated the signature of Blancaran and Sons and placed an order for supply of goods on credit with Lindsay. Lindsay thought the order had been placed by the reputed firm Blancaran and Sons and supplied certain goods on credit. Blancaran sold these goods to an innocent buyer called Kandi. Uh, when Lindsay did not receive the payment, he filed the suit against Kandi to recover the goods. The court held that there was no contract between Lindsay and Blancaran, and therefore Blancaran could not transfer any title to Kandi. Hence, Lindsay was not allowed to recover the goods. It is the case study of Kandi and Lindsay, 1878, third A.C. 459, page number. In this contract, A and B company want to contract each other, but C, by fraud, want to contract with A company and give an order to for a particular product and want to sell these product which he received from A to D person. So it is not a legal contract, it is terminated by the law. The third example is that two ladies who were the joint owners of the car advertised to sell their car. A person reached their house and agreed to pay an acceptable price. When he took out his checkbook, the ladies refused to sell the car, but the man persuaded the ladies to believe that he was Hutchinson, a leading businessman. He gave an address and a telephone number which the ladies verified in a telephone directory and allowed the man to take away the car against the check. The check returned dishonored, being a bogus one. Therefore, the ladies filed a suit to recover the car from the innocent buyer. The court held that the ladies were entitled to the act as there was no contract with General Hutchinson, which he was not. Hence, there was no contract between the ladies and the cheat, and he could not pass any title to the innocent buyer. Because a person take fraudulent action to buy a car and give a fraud check, fake check to the second party, so there is no contract between them. The difference between a contract void on the ground of mistake as to the person contracted with, a contract is intended to be entered into with a different person, while win case contract induced to be entered into a different person by fraud, the contract and contracted is intended to enter in with the same person then and there. To render a contract void on grounds of mistake as to the identity of a person should be essential, otherwise the agreement would not be void. So there is a particular identity of a person to make the contract legal. If there is not a particular or real identity of a person, there will be no contract. For example, as was a play critic, he criticized and published the performance of some members of the theatre at an earlier occasion. The managing director of the theatre at an earlier occasion asked the booking clerk not to sell any ticket to S. S knew this and asked one of his friends to purchase a ticket from him. When he tried to enter the show, he was refused admission. S filed a suit to recover damages for breach of contract. The court held that there was no contract as the theatre company did not intend to contract with S. The identity of party the contract was essential in the above case, Sadbert 1923 KB 497 page number. So there is no contract done between party A and C. There is only a contract between A and B. So it is not a valid contract. So this is all about the mistake as to identity of a person contracted with. I again summarizes all the points so that you can easily understand about the topic. It is a fundamental rule of law, and then if A and B want to contract each other, then C cannot contract it with A, as given in the different examples. The pledge cannot be avoided if there is only fraud or not mistake as to the person contracted with, as discussed in the examples and discussed here. And there is a contract can be rendered void on the grounds of mistake of the identity of a person. Identity of a person is essential to make the contract legal. So this is all about the mistake as to the identity of a person contracted with. If you have any query about this topic, or if you want to know about any other topic related to research methodology, business management, business environment, you can ask me through comment box. If you like my video, please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. We met in the next video with new topic. Thank you everyone.